Hydrotherapy. It's called a contrast bath. On one side we have cold water and ice, and the other side we have hot water. You want to make sure the temperature is as cold as possible and as hot as possible, because that's going to be the best contrast. You're going to soak all the way past the attachments, and this is really good for carpal tunnel syndrome, arthritis in the hands, tennis elbow, or if you work on the computer a lot. Everyone has to try this. It's pretty amazing. You want to soak in the ice first, and as you're soaking you're going to feel possibly a bit of pain or dull achiness in the joint. And if you need distractions, play some music or just have somebody talk to you, because it can be a little bit tender at times. So as you're holding here, you'll feel what's happening in the blood, which is a contraction of the blood. And we do ice in terms of reducing inflammation. And once you feel numb, then you know that you've held this long enough. So it'll be about 1 minute to 3 minutes. And when you move in the water, it's going to actually increase the sensation and pain, so it's best to feel still unless you need to increase that. But I'm feeling it pretty intensely right now, going into the bone. So if you are familiar with ice, there's an acronym in first aid called RICE. It's rest, ice, compression, elevation. So if you know what to do in an injury, then you don't want to put heat on it. You want to put ice first. Now what I'm feeling is the blood capillaries are bouncing a little bit, and I want to make sure that I'm completely numb before I go into the heat. So the chances are you want to resist and hop right out of that ice, but just stay there as long as you can. As you come up out of the ice, I'm going to transfer again down through the elbow, past the attachments into the heat. And what you'll feel is you actually feel the blood dancing and bouncing against your skin. And that's dilating the blood or increasing the blood. And this will be the portion that actually feels good versus the ice that kind of hurts. And you want to hold this for about 1 to 3 minutes as well. So after about the first minute is when you'll start to really feel that blood coming back into the area. It's pretty amazing, really. Now, ice contrast baths you can do anywhere on the body. You could do your ankle. If you sprained your ankle, you would want to do the ice in a bucket of water and soak immediately after the sprain, and avoid the heat until about 3 days after. And so once the blood's fully into your tissue again, and that kind of bouncing feeling against your skin has subsided, then you're going to go back into the ice. And that's one full rotation. So when you do a contrast bath, it's always ice first, heat, and then ice to finish. You can rotate as many times as you want, but one rotation would complete the contrast bath. know you did this correctly is you're going to see blood coming to the surface of your skin. And there's going to be a line, as you see here, of where I increase the blood into my tissue. That's really a critical part of this. If you don't see a line, then you probably didn't have the water cold enough and the hot enough. So that's really the key to doing the ice contrast baths. And then what happens as you're completely numb at this point, and I am, but when you're done feeling numb, you're going to just feel